The fourth kingdom is Kingdom Plantae, which includes all plants that are multicellular, autotrophic eukaryotes. Plants are also found in various habitats such as fresh water, sea water, deserts, tropical regions, etc. Plant cells have a cell wall which is made up of carbohydrate cellulose and stores food in the form of starch. The cell wall gives framework and mechanical strength to plant cells. Most of the plant cells contain a green-colored pigment, chlorophyll, present in the chloroplast, which is why they are photosynthetic. A few flowering plants are heterotrophic. Some live in a symbiotic relationship with bacteria. Some plants are insectivorous. For example, the Venus flytrap traps insects and digests them and gains its nutrients. While some plants like Cuscuta are parasitic, that is, they live on other plants for their nutrients. Plants are immobile and do not exhibit locomotion as seen in protists or other animals. Some plants show sexual mode of reproduction, while some show an asexual mode of reproduction. Plant life cycles have two alternating phases, a haploid phase and a diploid phase. The diploid phase is called the sporophyte and produces spores, while the haploid cell is called a gametophyte and produces gametes.
Now, let's look at this classification in detail. In 1883, Eichler classified the plant kingdom into two sub-kingdoms, Cryptogamy and Phanerogamy. The sub-kingdom Cryptogamy includes plants with hidden reproductive organs. These plants do not bear flowers or seeds. Cryptogamy are further divided into three groups: Thallophyta, Bryophyta, and Pteridophyta. Thallophyta are the simplest of plants that do not have a well-differentiated body design. They are mostly aquatic. Do you see something floating in that glass of water? That's algae. As you can see, algae do not have leaves, stems, or roots. Algae can be single as well as multi-celled organisms. They are autotrophic in nutrition. Algae belong to the group Thallophyta. Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra, Eulothrix, Cladophora, and Chara are all examples of algae that are included in Thallophyta. Let's move on to the next group. Look at this thin carpet of vegetation on the rock. Do you know what it is called? It's moss. You may have noticed moss on walls, rocks, and barks of trees. Now, look at it closely. You will find that it resembles a plant. That is, it displays a stem and leafy structure. Moss or Fernaria belongs to the group Bryophyta. Bryophytes are often called amphibians of the plant kingdom, as they require both aquatic and terrestrial conditions for the completion of their life cycle. Their body is differentiated to form stem and leaf-like structures, but not true leaves and roots. Vascular tissues, which are special tissues for the transportation of nutrients and water, are also absent in bryophytes. Bryophytes include Riccia and Marchantia. As you can see, this plant has well-formed leaves. What do you think it is? A thallophyte or a bryophyte? Well, actually, it belongs to neither of the two groups. This plant is a fern, and it belongs to the third group under Cryptogame. This third group is known as Pteridophyta. Horse tails and Marsilia are also pteridophytes. Unlike thallophytes and bryophytes, the plant body of pteridophytes is differentiated into stem, leaves, and roots. They also have vascular tissues to conduct water and food to the different parts of the plant. Like thallophytes and bryophytes, these plants also have naked embryos in the form of spores underneath the leaf. What's that? A ripe tomato? Tomatoes have a lot of seeds inside them. Seeds are the result of the reproductive process. This makes the tomato a phanerogam. All plants that develop seeds and have well-formed stem, leaves and roots belong to the subkingdom Phanerogame. Phanerogams contain embryo along with stored food that helps the embryo to germinate. Based on whether the seeds are naked or enclosed in fruits, phanerogams are further classified into gymnosperms and angiosperms. Here are some nice green gymnosperms. Wondering what I'm talking about? These deodars. They must be really very old, but they look so fresh and young. But why shouldn't they? They are evergreen pines. Pinus, cycas, and other coniferous trees are also gymnosperms. Gymnosperms get their name from two Greek words, gymno meaning naked and sperma meaning seed. As you can guess from the name, gymnosperms bear naked seeds and are usually perennial and woody. The opposite of gymno in Greek is angio, meaning covered. Hence the word angiosperm means covered seed. And that brings us to the second class of phanerogams. Angiosperms are highly evolved plants with flowers, fruits, and seeds. They are also called flowering plants. Let's look at angiosperms in a little more detail. The flowers in angiosperms develop into fruits with seeds in them. Embryos in these seeds have seed leaves called cotyledons. These cotyledons supply food to the growing embryos when the seeds germinate. Angiosperms are divided into two groups based on the number of cotyledons they have. Plants with seeds having a single cotyledon are called monocots, and those having two cotyledons are called dicots. Let's look at some other differences between monocots and dicots. We will use a corn seed as an example of monocot and a bean as a dicot.
Tumbuhan bagi ekosistem. Kita tahu bahwa tumbuhan melakukan proses fotosintesis yang menghasilkan oksigen. Tumbuhan merupakan pemasok oksigen ke lingkungan dan sumber makanan bagi organisme heterotrop. Karenanya di rantai makanan, tumbuhan merupakan produsen tingkat pertama. Tumbuhan juga merupakan penyusun utama ekosistem, terutama ekosistem hutan. Dalam hal ini, tumbuhan merupakan tempat tinggal atau habitat bagi berbagai jenis satwa. Contohnya, sebagai tempat tinggal berbagai jenis burung dan berbagai jenis primata. Kemudian, jenis-jenis tumbuhan seperti paku, lumut, dan tumbuhan berbiji mempunyai peran yang khas pada ekosistem. Pada ekosistem hutan hujan tropis, lumut berperan penting dalam meningkatkan kemampuan hutan menahan air atau yang disebut dengan water holding. Selain itu, lumut juga merupakan habitat penting bagi organisme lainnya, terutama populasi hewan invertebrata. Tumbuhan lumut juga dapat dijadikan sebagai bioindikator pada pencemaran lingkungan. Tumbuhan di bidang ekonomi. Peran tumbuhan di bidang pertanian. Kita dapat memanfaatkan Azolla pinnata yang dapat dimanfaatkan sebagai pupuk tanaman hijau di sawah, di mana Azolla pinnata dapat bersimbiosis dengan alga biru yang mampu memfiksasi nitrogen di dalam tanah, sehingga tanah bisa menjadi subur. Tumbuhan paku juga merupakan tanaman hias yang memiliki nilai jual ekonomi yang tinggi. Tumbuhan berbiji merupakan sumber bahan pangan. Beberapa tanaman dapat digunakan sebagai bahan pangan, seperti sayuran, buah-buahan, dan makanan pokok lainnya yang dapat diperjualbelikan. Tumbuhan juga dapat dipergunakan sebagai bahan sandang, contohnya kapas. Kemudian keindahan berbagai jenis bunga dan tanaman berbiji lainnya merupakan aset tanaman hias yang memiliki nilai jual ekonomi yang tinggi. Di bidang bahan bangunan atau ukiran, berbagai jenis pohon dengan kualitas yang baik merupakan bahan baku pembuatan bangunan dan ukiran. Contohnya kayu jati, pinus selpiris, dan lain-lain.
Dampak hilangnya keanekaragaman tumbuhan diantaranya yaitu 1. Kepunahan. Dapat kita lihat kasus pada gambar berikut. Dampak berikutnya yaitu kebanjiran. Dapat kita lihat pada gambar berikut. Dampak berikutnya yaitu longsor. Dapat kita lihat pada gambar berikut. Dampak selanjutnya yaitu kekeringan. Dapat kita lihat pada gambar berikut.